everyone, this is Allie Bartkowski from Quilled Creations, and I'm going to show you how to use our Fringed Mum dies. So it comes 3 in a set, a small, medium, and a large. We're going to make a small little mum, and what's nice about our dies, they're wafer thin, and it gives you 2 strips of the fringed, small sized fringe on one die. You'll also need a base plate, which is this white thick plate that you get with the machine. You also get a B plate, but in order to use these wafer thin dies with the Cuttlebug, you're going to have to buy an additional adapter plate, which is called a thin die adapter. But if you don't want to buy this or you don't have this, you can always use our base and cutting pads, A and C. And I'll show you how to make a fringed mum. First, get your machine, and when you open it up, it should be suctioned down to the table. Then put your white base plate in, and in this case you don't even need this B plate, so we'll set it aside. You just go right to your Quilled Creation base and cutting pads. So lay down the base pad, then you want to lay down your die with the sponge side facing up, your piece of paper, and then your cutting pad. So when it's all sandwiched in like that, you start rolling it through the machine. And then when you get all the way to the other side, you take your base pad and cutting pad apart, and you can see you've got 2 fringed strips. Here's one, and here's the other. Now what's neat about this is you can roll these 2 strips of paper without gluing them. So I've got some glue, I've got my slotted tool. I'm going to put my slotted tool, the paper right inside that slot there, and start rolling it up. And when you get to the end, you don't have to glue them together, you just do a tuck and then you start rolling again. So tuck the next strip of paper inside and you can start rolling. You can keep doing this if you want a bigger flower. But I'm going to stop right here, put a little bit of glue right at the end there and squeeze it to make sure that end is glued right to the little fringed flower. Then when you know it's dry, you can kind of open up your flower. Use your fingers, and that looks like a pretty little mum. You can see that right there.